The 90s proved to be one of the most influential and successful periods for Hindi cinema. A relatively unknown SRK catapulted into stardom in the years following his debut with films like Bazigar, DDLJ, and many more. More and more new faces started to emerge, and the audiences could not have enough. But there was one debut that changed everything. In the summer of 2000, a relatively small film came out that would go on to break records and do numbers Hindi cinema was yet to experience. With that film came a young and unknown talent that would become the country's biggest star. Hrithik Roshan made his debut in Kaho Na Pyar and went on to win several accolades for the blockbuster film. The audiences were beyond impressed. Although Hrithik's talent and his star power could not be denied, but it did a lot to undermine several new faces that came after him. One such case was that of Shahid Kapoor, who debuted with the 2003 sleeper hit Ishq Vishq. Shahid Kapoor, now 20 years on, is a huge star in his own right, but 20 years back, he was like many of his counterparts, still a new kid on the block. With the success of Ishq Vishq, Shahid became an overnight star. Everyone shifted towards the new kid on the block. But with such an overnight fame came a new responsibility. Would he be able to sustain and maintain his notoriety, or like many before him, would he too fade from the spotlight? Shahid Kapoor in the early 2000s was still a relatively newcomer who was yet to prove himself to the mass audience. Sure, his debut was a great success, but a successful debut movie in such a competitive industry doesn't always guarantee to longevity. After Ishq Vishq came a series of unforgettable and lackluster projects like Wah, Life Ho To Aisi and Fida or even Deewane Hue Pagal. Films where the script and the uneven writing always fell short to what an actor like Shahid Kapoor could bring to the table. Around this time, Shahid collaborated with Vishal Bharadwaj for 2007's Kaminey, which saw him play a double role. The film, safe to say, not only changed people's perception of Shahid, who before this was always seen as a chocolate hero or the sweet little guy, but it also made Shahid a critic favorite. Kaminey also remains one of the best gangster dramas to come out of Hindi cinema during the 2000s. After Kaminey came quite possibly one of the most iconic films of the 2000s, Emergence Jab We Met, which saw Shahid portraying this very introvert and simple man who's fed up of life and decides to leave. He then meets a stranger and sparks fly, which opens him up to new possibilities in life. Although the film is most remembered for Kareena Kapoor's portrayal of Geet, Shahid still lent a great support to the narrative. Aditiya became and remains an audience favourite. After Kaminey, just like Ishq Vishq, came a slew of forgettable and lackluster projects where Shahid's talent was never fully utilized. During this time, Shahid collaborated with his father for 2011's Mausam, which again proved to be a colossal failure. Irrespective of the criticism, there proved to be few moderate successes along the way, with the likes of R. Rajkumar and Badmaash Company. More films like Shandar and Pota Poster Nikla Hero came about, but nothing solid ever got materialized. Around this time, Shahid again collaborated with Vishal Bharadwaj for the latter's official adaptation of Shakespeare's Hamlet, which saw Shahid portraying the titular role. Now, this is a film that has always been my favorite. Shahid Kapoor plays the son who is in search of his father in the first half of the film with such curiosity and innocence that you almost feel overwhelmed by how much the tone and his demeanor changes in the second half. A straight, simple man goes to the edge of insanity just looking for answers. It was a performance for the ages. Another film which I loved around this time was Abhishek Banerjee's Udta Punjab, which saw Shahid portraying a drug-addicted rock star set in the background of Punjab. I cannot recommend this film enough for those of you who have not seen it. It is so well constructed, with the narrative never losing touch and the performances making the experience all the more better. But as with all his career, a high like Udta Punjab was followed by a slew of underwhelming projects like Batti Gul Meter Chalu and many more. A hit like Padmaavat was no exception either. Shahid Kapoor's career was now again in a rut. But in the summer of 2019 came a film which changed the trajectory of not only Shahid Kapoor's career but also the audience's perception of him. Shahid collaborated with Sandeep Reddy Vanga for the official Hindi remake of Arjun Reddy, a Tamil movie which was a huge success in the south. Kabir Singh saw Shahid Kapoor play a narcissistic and toxic surgeon who falls head over heels for a college student and the eventual trials and tribulations the couple goes through. Shahid almost brought a sinister energy to Kabir, transforming into this narcissistic surgeon. Although Kabir Singh rightfully started a much-needed conversation about toxic masculinity and domestic abuse, Shahid Kapoor's performance was universally applauded. He received rave reviews for his performance and the film turned out to be a huge success. Shahid Kapoor was finally at the place where he belonged, at the top. After the success of Kabir Singh, the question everyone had on their minds was, what was Shahid Kapoor going to do after Kabir Singh? Would the same pattern follow for Shahid, or would this time be any different? Would Kabir Singh be only a one-hit wonder just like many before the film? Will Shahid ever bounce back successfully? But soon COVID hit and a collaboration to produce the remake of the Telugu film Jersey was inconvenienced very much. Although Shahid Kapoor's next venture proved to be a financial failure, audiences still appreciated and applauded Shahid's performance as the retired cricketer who plans to play for his son again. The performance was celebrated by many. In a 20-year-long career, Shahid has seen a lot of ups and downs, but the thing that has always impressed me about him and his choices is you never know what and how Shahid is going to bounce back. A Jab We Met may be followed by a Kaminey, or a Batti Gul Meter Chalu may be followed by a Kabir Singh. It's always exciting to see an actor reinvent himself and always surprise the audiences with his performances. Shahid has definitely come a long way, and with new doors opening, it looks like there is no looking back for the actor. And that's it for the video, everyone. Thank you for watching. Comment down below what do you think about the video, and drop down any suggestions you have for the channel. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribing to the channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.